following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making their way to the ring, World Wrestling Flashbacks!
CW closes 2001. You go back to WWF. This time more established. You have a name behind you. And you go join X Factor with Albert and X-Pac.
Yeah.
Not regarded as a team that's loved. Has that Uncle Kracker song I remember.
That was my doing, by the way.
That was your doing? Explain yourself.
I will. I was good friends with Bob Ritchie, aka Kid Rock.
Oh wow.
And Joey C. Remember the little
yes,
dude?
I can't forget Joe C. Love him.
He was a huge wrestling fan, and I'd become friends with Bob and Joey and Uncle Kracker, Matt. His brother Mike was my manager, and he was managing people in Bob's band, Kid Rock's band. I just had, Kracker was putting out his new solo record, and I'm like, yo, we could use something like, fuck that old school WWF bullshit stuff. Like, we can get something fresh, something coming out. So it was like, Mike's like, yo, my brother Matt, Cracker's coming out with his solo record. He'll throw you that song from the album. We'll promote it. And, I pitched it to Stephanie, and she said, cool. We were just trying to get heel heat, just something different, right?
Yeah, it worked, honestly.
It is 2001, it's like, so I was like, fuck it, why not, right? I mean, I just figured it was, I'm playing with at least recording artists, right? I'm in that little, just trying to think outside the box. So yeah, that's where that all stemmed from. And actually, I still, to this day, communicate with those guys. It was just that's what wrestling was then, right? It was like that, super white trash kind of ghetto fabulous from Detroit, Michigan,
The song just goes off the rails. I feel like it starts out with this like acoustic country banger, and then out of nowhere, now you do with the X Factor. Out of nowhere,
it's typical, that typical trashy,
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's just funny. It was meant to be heat. Like, I wanted to get heat for it.
And you did, because if people would hear that song, it would just be this groan, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, oh, God.
Well, the thing was, too, Pac had just come out of doing DX.
Yes.
So I was like, when we were like, it's like, okay, I'm working with him, and we were friends from before. When I was Aldo, he was 1, 2, 3. So I'm like, dude, this could be really good. And we were supposed to win the tag belt and everything.
I know, you guys went for the tag. That was the whole thing, was keep going for them until I believe you turned on Pac, was it, to join the alliance? Was it?
Yeah. And that kind of killed it, because we didn't know, like, nobody knew, the alliance just, it killed whatever storylines. I think Pac eventually, because he had to get surgery or something. It just, it was a little bit of a botch deal, whatever. I get it. But things are moving so fast, because what really not killed, but it changed the business forever, was pro wrestling went from 3 wrestling companies. I was lucky to even have a job, right? WCW's not around. ECW's not around. I'm lucky to just have a gig, right? Because there's a lot of amazing wrestlers, uncertainty, right? A lot of uncertain stuff happening. So not only storyline wise did it hurt what was originally planned for the X Factor, but just I was just like, at that point, I'm going to shut the F up.